I'm planning to study education to become a teacher.
But I'm thinking of focusing on business or engineering.
I would like to attend medical school after college.
I just really want to make a difference. And I hope that I can do that with my films.
I know that I eventually hope to do law and go to law school.
I see myself with my own clinic, with my own vet clinic.
I'll probably start my own firm at that point.
I intend to go to medical school, and I really want to be a neurosurgeon.
I'm definitely leaning towards the sciences, biology.
In the last 40 years, the cost of education has absolutely skyrocketed. The Department of Education says the new jobs that will develop in this country, 70% of them will require a college education. The support for kids of limited means has dropped pretty dramatically at the same time that the costs have continued to rise.
College is so expensive nowadays that there are so many people who could go to college and would love to go to college but can't because they can't afford it.
So it's increasingly hard for a kid to get out of college if his parents aren't in the top 20-25% of the earners in this country without a crushing debt load.
When we started the program in 2008, we funded 10 students, and in 2011 we had 16. So we've expanded significantly from the first year. And now we have 47 students who are being supported as High Hope Scholars by the Berkeley Community Fund.
Because getting kids into college and helping them through college, particularly children who would be first generation, or children of immigrants, children of families that didn't have much in the way of assets. If we could help those kids get through college, the chance for a better life is dramatically increased.
When we started this program, we needed to give it a name. And we thought about what we were trying to do, and we came up with High Hopes Scholarships.
We came to the U.S. from Mexico to kind of look for a better opportunity for our lives. Well, I kind of had like a rough childhood growing up. When I was 10 years old, my mother died of breast cancer, and I was forced to move in with my father.
In sophomore year, I came down with an illness, and I was immobile for the whole year, and I had to be homeschooled.
Like my mom, she's a single mom, and she migrated from Mexico. She's here all by herself. We have no family here, so it's just the three of us.
So there are many, many things that these kids deal with as high school students that a lot of other students don't have to deal with. And what we see when we read their essays and when we interview them, because we interview all the students who are finalists for the scholarship, is that they really have a lot on their plate, and they've learned how to deal with a lot of issues that many people never have to deal with, and certainly don't have to deal with when they're 17 years old or 18 years old. What we're looking for are students who do well in school. We are also looking for students who have shown some kind of leadership potential during high school. A number of them are the heads of clubs, they are on sports teams, and all of them are students who have had some difficulty that they've had to overcome during their 4 years of high school. So in our kind of shorthand, they've shown resilience.
I struggled with keeping my surroundings stable, but I've always made my grades like the biggest priority in my life because I can actually make a difference with my grades.
And my parents didn't really go to college or have an education. I had to do my own work and didn't have any outside help. I had to focus on myself and just see what I can do by myself.
It was really hard, adapting to the United States. In middle school and in high school, it was very, very hard.
My parents immigrated here. My dad came from Mexico and my mom came from Peru. So I'm the first in my family to go to college.
Throughout my life, I've had to deal with doctors and everything because my dad has narcolepsy. So he often hurts himself in his sleep.
And they're students who have really pushed themselves through high school, often with just their own independence and perseverance and without a lot of guidance.
And so we'll give them some financial support, and we'll give them some emotional, personal guidance as well.
Now, not only do you get $4,000 a year for a total of $16,000, but you get the help of a mentor as well.
A lot of these kids don't know anybody that's gone to college.
We've been able to involve people from Berkeley and the surrounding area who have very different backgrounds, and where possible we try to connect the mentor to the student based on the student's interests.
At the ceremony we just had, we heard from a girl who really her mentor was a huge help to her. And you know, being away from home, you still want help. So I think a mentor will be good for me.
So in 2009, when I received the scholarship, I got partnered up with a mentor, and she's been great this whole time. I don't know what I would have done without her. She's had a lot of feedback for me. She's been able to guide me through a lot of the things that, you know, my parents haven't been able to do.
It seems really helpful because in the past years, I found that you can only do so much by yourself.
I'm so overwhelmed by college. I really want to succeed, but I don't. I may need some help along the way.
Seeing that other people are helping you also makes you realize that you want to help others.
So we have doctors who are mentoring students who think they want to be pre-med. We have lawyers mentoring students who think they want to go to law school. We have entrepreneurs, restaurant owners who are mentoring students who want to go into business.
It's just been great having somebody there who really cares and who knows how to help you in you know, certain areas that your family can't.
And mentors who've had one student have asked to have a second student because it's been a very positive experience from the mentor's side as well as the student. Many of our students, when we talk to them in their interviews for the scholarship, really plan to come back and give back to Berkeley, which is our biggest hope, that we fund students, they get through their 4 years of college, they do the things they want to do, and they come back and share them with the place they love, which is Berkeley. If we can support students who really want to come back to our community and make it better, we think we're doing a great service for the students and also for the city of Berkeley.
The difference between kids that graduate from college and kids that graduate from high school, they make 3 times as much money over the course of their career, which means they pay 5 times as much taxes. I mean, it's a hell of an investment.
If you allow somebody to be able to go to college by funding it, then they'll be able to learn, and then they can keep up the tradition with learning and making earnings and then providing for someone else.
All these kids are really gonna do something with their lives to try and help society in whichever way they can.
And truly I'm grateful because I grew up in this community, so I feel kind of reassured that this community nurtures me. So it feels good.
One, if not the reason why I decided to stay throughout my first year was because I knew that it was because of the Berkeley Community Fund. I knew that it wasn't just me. It wasn't just because of me that I was going to college. You know, I had a whole group of people behind me who supported me, who had high hopes for me, who believed that I could succeed, and that really, really was one of the reasons that I stayed.
I understand it's hard for everyone, but just a little bit of money would be so useful to students, and we all want that education. We know we need that education, especially now.
It's a really big help, and it's helping out the community, and it's improving future generations.
The Berkeley Community Fund really gives kids a chance to, kids who are who might be disadvantaged to, it really gives them a chance to succeed. And I think that's just really great. So it's an amazing gift, really.
Because you're investing in the future and the progress of this nation. So I think that people who donate their time and their money to serve a greater purpose is always really cherished, especially by the students who need it, like myself.